So my name is Jenna Meeks, and I'm a recent graduate student under Dr. Andrew Kniss. And my project is looking at interseeding winter forage crops into corn to supplement some winter grazing for cattle. So if any of you raise cattle or have corn stalks, you well know that winter feed costs are out of control lately in cattle production. So one way to kind of mitigate some of those winter feed costs is to graze cattle on corn stalks. However, a problem with that is that corn stalks are historically low in nutrition. And over the winter months is when you kind of want your cows to be gaining nutrition and gaining weight so they can have a healthy calf in the late winter, early spring. So another problem with grazing corn stalks is that if you have a lot of kernels fall on the ground, they can get acidosis or founder, just some nutritional problems with that. So our hope is that we can establish forage species into the corn to kind of give them other options to graze on and also increase the nutritional value of grazing corn stalks. So this would need to be done by aerial seeding, because if we seed too early, then we're going to compete. The forage is going to compete with the corn, similar to like what a weed would do. So researching different studies, we found that the V10 stage, which we usually reach around mid-June, is the best time to start seeding. And since we're doing plots, we obviously can't use an airplane. So I have just seen this apparatus as of today. Thank you, Dr. Kniss. This is what I will be using to simulate aerial seeding. So I will be walking through the corn rows, seeding like with this little whirly bird looking thing. So, so the crops that we're going to use are coming out of three broad groups: forage grass, such as like wheat, rye, and triticale; forage brassicas, rapeseed, turnips, radishes, kale; and legumes like hairy vetch, crimson clover, sweet clover, and winter peas. So one person that I need to thank for taking some of my ridiculous phone calls is Dean McLean. He works at Ag Flyers there in Torrington, and he has done some of this previously on producers' fields, and so we're learning a lot from him and using him as a really great resource. And the mix that he has applied previously is 42% annual ryegrass, 25% crimson clover, 17% rapeseed, 8% turnips, and 8% radish. So that's probably one of the seed mixes that we're gonna use in my study, and then we're also gonna come up with another seed mix. We were hoping to get 6 seeding dates this summer, but we're getting a little bit of a late start. So after we get this first seeding done, I think we'll do it in 15 to 30-day intervals to see what establishes best and kind of what kind of growth we get going into the fall and winter season here. The other advisors on my project are Dr. Steve Paisley, Dr. Brian Mueller, who was just up here, Anwar Islam, and Brian Lee, who was mentioned earlier, and then also the technician Dave Claypool, who isn't here. So I just want to thank them in advance, and Dr. Kniss for being my advisor. So any questions, I'll be around.